In the heart of the dense forest, an unusual adventurer embarks on a quest. Meet Monkey Wench, a strikingly unique Bigfoot researcher, her eyes radiating determination, lips a bold statement. Her journey is not for the faint-hearted, for she is on the trail of the elusive Bigfoot. Every rustle of the leaves, every hoot in the wilderness heightens her anticipation. Monkey Wench, our charming adventurer, treads lightly, weaving through the undergrowth with grace and agility. Her senses are razor-sharp, catching even the faintest whisper of the forest. A broken twig, a disturbed patch of moss, each potential sign of Bigfoot sends a ripple of excitement through her. Her interactions with the forest dwellers are respectful, yet assertive. A determined explorer, she presses on into the unknown. As night descends, the forest echoes with strange sounds, fueling her determination. In the cold, eerie silence of the night, a mysterious shadow looms. Our brave Monkey Wench presses on, closing the gap between her and the ambiguous figure. The tension is palpable as she nears what could be a monumental discovery. Is this the elusive Bigfoot that Monkey Wench has been tirelessly searching for? The forest holds its breath, awaiting the unraveling of the mystery.
Hey guys, good to see you all here. Hi Dave, Jeff, Michelle. Good to see all of you. Wow, so many of you on here already. Hey Ron. Oh, I was just reading that about Barb. Oh, praise God. Praise God that her surgery went well. Turn off the ringer to my phone. Yeah. Prayers, our prayers going out for her yet, for continued good recovery. And like I said before, give me a call. I'm just over the hill. If you need anything, except for $1 million or what was it that you asked the other day? Can't remember. But yeah, I'm glad that it went well. All right, guys. Hey, it's another Wednesday, and it's Monkey Wench podcast. And let me see. We always have some little bit of business that we got to do beforehand. If I can find my stuff. All right. Like and subscribe. And I know if you're able to comment on here, you're already a subscriber, but please click on that thumbs up button. It helps. It honestly helps the algorithm. And share the videos, get them out. Tell your friends to subscribe. It honestly helps. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway for my 2000th subscriber, and I'll have to get some things together. Probably copy of my book, autographed, in a t-shirt to the winner, to the 2000th subscriber. And right now, let me check. How many are we at right now? Let's see. Am I on the right one? Yes. Okay. Come on, go to the channel. It's not going to say. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. All right. Oh, geez. We only need let me see, about 200, right around a little over 200 people. News. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, you're going to unsubscribe till then. Then you won't be able to comment if you unsubscribe. Yep. We'll, yeah, keep sharing. Tell your friends. Hey, Jeff. Glad to see you on here. Let me see what I was going to do. You better not. You better not, Dave. All right. Okay, yes. Now, there's a link to, it's an open mic night. So if someone has anything going on, you have some adventures that you want to share, click on the link and sign on. But let me get through my business first. If you go ahead and sign on, and I'll leave you backstage until I'm ready to add you on. But, okay, now it's the copy of my book. It's available on Amazon for $14.99. And you can order it through Amazon, but if you order it directly from me, I can autograph it and mail it to you, and that will be $20. That's just for the postage, and for the extra $5. But we also have t-shirts available. Tara, good to see you. Yeah, Dave, if you want one, just send me a message. Send me a message on Messenger, and we can arrange. I take CashApp, VENMO, PayPal, and we have t-shirts available. Tonight I'm not wearing. Hey, Nightmare 365, welcome. Yeah, welcome to the podcast. Good to see some new people on here. Oh, you love the spooky, weird, and paranormal? Well, we're weird, yes. And paranormal, yes. Spooky, hey, there's the potential. But, we talk about Bigfoot, cryptids, dogman. We talk about UFOs here. Any other cryptids like, oh heck, now I'm having a brain fart. Love a good. Well, we have a lot of good people on here who've had some Bigfoot experiences, including myself, who've had sightings. We're all, a lot of us are active researchers. That we get out in the woods. We're real boots on the ground researchers. Okay, last couple of shows that you did have been Bigfoot and UFOs. Interesting. That's I know it's a pretty good concept theory. There's enough reports, about Bigfoot being seen with UFOs. Okay, you do on location. Very cool. And I've done a lot of research on the Chestnut Ridge of Pennsylvania, and that's pretty infamous. I don't know where you're from, but the Chestnut Ridge is pretty much known for Bigfoot, UFOs, ghosts, dogman, all kinds of crazy things. So Jeff, you were on it. Oh, okay, you're on New Jersey. Weird New Jersey. Very cool. Go ahead, share the link. If it's on, share the link in the comments. I welcome new people. Go ahead and share. We love to watch, new shows and listen to new people. Oh, okay, Dave. Oh, experience you had as a boy involved both. Ah, okay. And Jeff, whose show was you on last night? Anyway. Yeah, Dave, if you want to come on, my link is on above. So click on that link. You're welcome to get on here and talk about it. Share. Oh, okay, Nightmare 365 is your channel? Oh, okay. Jeff was on Old Line. Well, okay, yes. Thanks, Dave. Old Line Cryptids. Oh, you were having technical difficulties. Believe me, I know. We've had them, enough of those here. Believe me. We're going through some high winds and threatening storms right now. Yeah, please, Dave. Yeah, do you need the link again? Here, I'll put the link on there for you. So come on, Dave, let's talk. But yeah, you all remember the week where we had a tornado and the power was out for about a day and a half and completely missed our Wednesday podcast. So we're always behind. Okay, again, there's the book. If you want a copy, it is available on Amazon, or you can send me a message through Messenger. It's $15 on Amazon, but if you order directly from me, just send me a message on Messenger. And okay, hold on a second, Dave, and I'll add you on. But if you order directly from me, it's $20, and I'll autograph it however you would like and mail it over to you. We also have t-shirts available. Those are $20, $5 shipping with the Pennsylvania Bigfoot. You're sideways, Dave. There you go. Now, Dave's backstage. I can see him. I know you guys can't. Oh, I appreciate you coming on and at least into the chat, Patty, for that night that I had no power. Letting everyone know I had. Oh, it really, I was so frustrated. Hello, Sandra. Good to see you. And let me see. I think I still have, let me double check. I got it there. I have patches left. Can you see them? Okay. Oh, there we go. They're sideways. And what was I selling these for? I wasn't happy with the way these turned out. So $1. PayPal, Venmo, CashApp. Send me a message. These are iron-on or sew on, or use Velcro if you want. But I'll send you one for $1 each. And I think that's all the business that we had, except get on the Facebook group and join. Please join us. All right, Dave, I'm going to add you on. There he is. All right, everyone. This is Dave Blaylock. Did I pronounce your last name correctly?
Nobody does, but you did pretty good. It's Blaylock.
Lilac, thank you. And I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, see if I can, there we are. All right, now, Dave, you live in Oregon?
Yes.
All right, and where did you said that you had a Bigfoot and UFO experience?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you kind of backtrack and kind of give a little bit of your history?
Sure. So I grew up in Northern California, and Trinity County, California. As a crow flies, it wasn't that far from where the Patterson Gimlin film happened, and I we had some smaller experiences before that where I heard footsteps and something broke plywood on the house. Not the same house that the story I'm about to tell you, but we moved from that place to this property that we bought, and it was on Trinity Lake, California. It's like halfway between the mountains of California. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's on the coastal side of California, but in the big mountains. And we lived out kind of in the boondocks. There was other places, but it was just big woods forever. Just just huge mountains and woods and stuff. And we had moved into this place and bought the property and moved a mobile home onto it. And it was a single wide mobile home, and there were 6 kids. My sister Debbie had gotten married and moved out. And my brother Charlie was there. He was the oldest, was there part of the time, but he wasn't there, I don't think, the night that this happened. But me and my younger brother used to sleep on a hide-a-bed, hideaway couch, and in the living room. And my sisters had the one bedroom in the hallway, and then my mom and dad had the back bedroom at the end of the hallway. And so, we grew up not having really TV. We had like KR, like ABC and PBS. I think those were basically the 2 channels that we got, and you had to go out there and adjust the rabbit ears.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't like we really had, like I had any influence of TV, that could have made me think, like have a dream, or made me, think this up myself. Because my brain couldn't have done it. It still can't hardly even really comprehend what happened that night. So I was probably, I guess, between 10 and 12 years old.
Okay.
And I just remember I was asleep on that hide-a-bed couch, and I don't know what time it was. It was in the middle of the night. Everybody was asleep, and I woke up, and I'd feel like had been like being choked. Like the sensation woke me up, like I couldn't hardly breathe. And so I get up. Yeah, it was like really tense. Like I could get my breath, but it felt like my throat was closed, like pressure on my throat.
Yeah.
So it woke me up, and it kind of scared me.
Yeah, no wonder. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, could you feel actual hands or anything?
When I was asleep, I felt like, or I was dreaming that somebody had their hand like on. That was the dream that up. And then when I woke up, I was hello, there was nothing on my throat or my neck to cause that sensation.
Yeah. Wow.
So that part's kind of weird. Some people say, well, maybe it was like something dark, or something evil, or I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that's scary. Oh my. Yeah. Could you move, or were you frozen? Because I've heard similar reports where people wake up but they're frozen. They can't move.
I really don't recall being frozen, because when I woke up, I remember like reaching my hand up and feeling if something on my neck. And then once I decided I was going to go to mom and dad, it was no problem for me to get up. So I don't feel like I was like locked down or frozen or anything like that.
Wow. Oh my. Yeah. Now, was the property, I don't know, was there any history on the property at all of
Not that
anything?
I know of. No, we'd lived there probably, I'm guessing, between like a year and maybe 2 or 3 years at that time.
Mhm.
I can't, it's hard for me to place a timeline on when, how long we'd lived there to when this happened.
Yeah.
I know I was, young enough still that my mom would let us crawl into bed with her if we had a nightmare or whatever, or we're not feeling good or we're scared or something.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And, what else? Anything else happened?
So I got up and I went into my mom and dad's bedroom, which they always kept their bedroom door shut. So I walked to their bedroom and shut the door, and it was really dark. My dad got up really early every morning to go to work. So I kind of crept over into my mom's side, and I was like, "Mom, I can't breathe." And she's like, "What do you mean? What's wrong, son?" And I was like, "I can't breathe. I feel like somebody's choking me." And she goes, "Can you get breath?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Well, then you can breathe." I said, "I know," but I was like choking. She goes, "Well, no, son, why don't you just climb into bed?" So she moved over into the middle. My dad was on the far side, and I'm on the one
Mhm.
side. And I was just laying there on my back, still, thinking about that dream, and still kind of just, concentrating on getting my breath. It scared me bad enough. It's like I wanted to eat breath, make sure I could. Kind of sensation I had. And so I don't know how long I'd been laying there from the time I went in there, but I just know I was laying there with my eyes closed. And it's kind of like if you sit in front of a campfire at night and you close your eyes, even though it's kind of dark and like your eyes kind of close, I can still like the dancing through your lids.
Yeah.
I started kind of seeing that. And I was like, am I really seeing? I thought to myself, it dawned on me that I was seeing that. And before I opened my eyes, I'm like, wait, am I really, seeing this? And so I kind of concentrated and I could literally see like the light just kind of, and like, tell
Oh,
shut, coming through the wall and the door was like red glow. It was like
wow.
glowing light through the wall. And you could tell that it was moving, side to side, kind of slow, just kind of moving, like it was coming up the hallway of the trailer or going through the room, coming toward closer and closer, and sit. And this red orb, a red ball. That's all. That's how I called it to my family. It was the red light, that, and it was this red ball. I would say it was a little smaller than a basketball,
Hmm.
little bigger than like a 1 gallon ice cream head,
Okay.
maybe basketball. Same
Yeah.
thing
You keep freezing up
with
there, Dave.
a
And I don't know if it's the weather or what.
Let me turn on the camera.
Let me know, guys,
Is
if,
that better?
yeah, there you go. Yeah, guys, let me know if I'm freezing or
Okay.
lagging or anything or blipping or blooping. Because there's, the storm looks like it's coming in, so be prepared. Okay, Dave.
I think it's I think it's my son's Wi-Fi because I was on Jeff's show last night and it was doing the same thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you were talking about you could see a red light through your eyelids. Okay. Oh, can't hear you, Dave. I hope Dave can finish his story because he's got me. Oh, I want to hear the end of it. I want to hear the rest of the story. Oh, we lost Dave. Well, maybe he's going to reset and come back on. I hope so because I really want to hear the rest of it. Thanks, Jeff. I hope that he's able to maybe reset his router or something and get back on. I just hope it's not the storms coming through that's causing the trouble. Yeah, it sounds like it, Jeff. Yes, Patty, he does. Yeah, Dave needs to move closer to, well, let's see, his friends out here were spread out between Pennsylvania, Virginia, Tennessee and Alabama, Louisiana. So, okay, there's Dave trying to get back on. So let's see. Hold on. All right, Dave. Hopefully.
Am I back?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. You're back. Okay, you can continue your story.
Okay. So what was the last part you heard?
You were laying there in bed and you could see like a reddish glow through your closed eyes.
Okay. Yes. So I could tell that the light was coming closer and you could tell it was moving. And suddenly it just came through the wall.
Ooh.
And like right where the ceiling and the wall meet, right above my parents' bedroom door.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Misty, good to see you. Yeah, thanks, Pat. Thanks, Misty. Yes, please hit that thumbs up, and hopefully Dave will be able to fix the problems because I really want to hear the rest of the story. Nightmare, yes. Well, we do campouts. Our next campout is in September. Tara is hosting that one. And if you join the group on Facebook, Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project, all the information will be on there. And it's open. The invitation is open to everyone. Yeah, and we'll help you out. In fact, we know of a couple excellent researchers in New Jersey. New Jersey. Excellent, outstanding. Dave. Well, hopefully, Dave, you'll be able to finish it. Same bat time, same bat channel. Okay, Misty. Tara, share the invitation to your camp out. It's a Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project camp out that Tara is hosting. She is our Central Pennsylvania lead. And I'll have her just share the information to it on woodwalkers. And yeah, everybody is welcome to go. Thanks, Tara. Okay, Dave, you'll have to do it from home. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Your son's Wi-Fi stinks. I agree. I agree. If it's doing that, causing the problems. But yeah, you're going to leave everyone hanging now. It's like, oh, I want to hear the rest of it. It's just getting good. The red glow's getting closer, and okay, Nightmare. What is your question? Okay, Misty. I'm glad you were able to make it back on here. And Tara, she'll share the information on that camp out on woodwalkers. Okay, do you think the cave system in the U.S. has any connection with Bigfoot? Yes. Yes. I think they have been seen going in and out of caves. They have been seen digging caves under creek banks, under tree roots on creeks. Okay, Misty. And as for the cave system, I know that there's huge tunnel systems all throughout the world. And that's a nice little conspiracy theory. Well, yeah, no, you're correct. You got to think, the three necessities of life is food, water, and shelter. And what's better shelter than a cave? It's steady temperature all year round. And, if they find a good dry one or something with a ledge that they can get up off of a damp floor or something, yeah, they'll take advantage of that. Absolutely. And, because they have been seen, they've been heard. Okay, you believe they do to Mount Shasta. Okay, Mount Shasta is supposed to have a huge cave system. Interesting. I haven't heard that. I don't know. Is Mount Shasta is that a volcanic mountain? Okay, and Nightmare, I think I started to tell you, there's a fantastic couple in New Jersey, absolutely outstanding researchers. I highly recommend. They have a Facebook page or a Facebook group called Habit, all capital letters, HABIT. And let me see. Hopefully you're on Facebook, but right now I cannot think what the letters stand for, but I am looking it up on my phone. Okay, Habit, Habituation and Bigfoot Investigation Team. It's a husband and wife team, Stephen and Shelley Stetzer, and like I said, I highly recommend them. They live in New Jersey. They research in New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I call on them to help us out every so often to investigate something. And they're Johnny on the spot, very thorough, just outstanding. And I was really hoping that they would have been able to go to the Land Between the Lakes camp out earlier this year, Misty and Dave, but unfortunately they couldn't make it. Okay, Nightmare, good. Whoop. Okay, you're on Facebook. Yes, that's good. Yeah, join my group, Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project, and habituation and Bigfoot investigation team, and let them know that I recommended that you join. Yeah, I'm sure they'll welcome you, because they have campouts every so often themselves. Yeah, I'm sure they'll welcome you to go ahead and go out with them, because they do campouts. And I know they were talking about hosting one, but I'm not sure when it was. It's hard for me to keep up. I've friends in different organizations all over the U.S. It's just, I'm sorry, guys. It's hard for me to keep up. And Dave, I think you did say, let me scroll back here. Okay, because I had asked you if Mount Shasta was a volcano, and I think you said yes. I think that was what your yes was for. So there would be the tunnels. I can't remember what they're called, from the lava flow. Okay. Diane, good to see you. You made it. And it's early for you. Hey. Now, my daughter, she may actually join us also. She lives in Virginia Beach, and I'm really hoping, that she can jump on here. Wednesday evening is their game night, and their family game night. She and her husband and the two boys, it's like a little family thing that they do. They sit down, they'll do board games and different games. It's fun. Yes, I know, Diane. It's so good that you were able to get in here. Yes, Diane's here. But yeah, I think we were talking about the caves. Oh, thank you, Nightmare. Oh, yes, please hit that like button. Yeah, we were talking about the cave system. Hey, Mid-South Sasquatch, good to see you. Out in the Pacific coast, there's all the volcanoes, and Dave, I'm blanking out on what the lava flow, the tunnels are called. I know that's a specific name for it, and yeah, why not be used by Bigfoot? They travel a long way, and as long as there's no volcanic activity going on, it would be nice and warm for one thing, no matter what. You're driving. Well, be careful, Diane. And sorry, guys, I'm trying to keep an eye on the conversation. Yeah, Dave. I was looking on Google Map. I follow a YouTube channel. I've recommended him before, called Dutch Since. It's all one word, Dutch, and then Since, S-I-N-C-E, all one word. And he primarily talks about earthquakes and volcanoes. He follows what volcanoes are going on. He goes over Google Earth and shows you where the fault lines are and where the prediction, he predicts where the next earthquake would happen. He's got a pretty high rate of accuracy. And, along with the volcanoes, and on Google Earth, he was pointing out in Utah, it surprised me, but out in Utah, there's, and further down in California, and all through there. Thanks, Patty. Oh, gee, I'm blanking out. Yeah, out in Utah, you can actually see the old lava flows and the buttes that were the ancient, and I mean really ancient volcanoes, but they're still very visible. And I would think even through, how many thousands or millions of years since those volcanoes erupted, at the very least tens of thousands of years, that there's still lava flow tunnels going through there. And do they interconnect all the way up and down, even down into South America and the Central and South American volcanoes? I don't know. Again, all I know is there are ancient tunnels all over the world that are being used currently, secretly. And we're getting into conspiracy theory stuff here. But yeah, if we use them, there's no reason why Bigfoot can't use them and isn't using them. Like I said, it's steady temperature. I think it's like 57 degrees constant year round. And as long as they're dry, and even if they're not dry, if there's a ledge that they can climb up onto, and easily accessible for them to get in and get out of, to go hunting. It's adequate shelter for the females and for the babies. Yeah, they'll use the tunnels. They'll use caves. Feel my voice going. Sorry, guys. Time for a lemonade. Let's see what else is going on. Lava tube, lava conduit. I'm gonna have to look it up, but let me see if I can find. All right. Talk amongst yourselves, guys. I'm busy. I'll get back to you in a second. All right, share now. Got to turn my volume down just in case I run into a video because I'm on YouTube right now. All right. My videos, my channels, live. No, that's from last week. Where? No, wrong one. Okay. Ugh. That can't be right. I'm trying to find. Oh, no need to, Nightmare. Okay, let me stop it. Okay. I'm going to share a link on the chat Okay, now why? No, please don't do that. Ah. All right. I'm going to see if I can do this another way. Okay, now, all right. Here's the link to YouTube channel Dutch Sense. I highly recommend that you subscribe to his channel also. He's very good. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Okay, fat fingers and yep, I know, nightmare. I suffer from fat finger syndrome a lot myself. You're trying to edit a short for Friday. God bless you. I am horrible, absolutely horrible at editing. That's why whenever I, go out in the field and I, do some videos, for Bigfoot, for the group or for here for the YouTube channel, I just let it play straight through all the stumbles and blanket spots and everything else in it. It's just, hey, it is what it is. You know that nothing is being faked because there's no cuts, there's no edits. The problem is I'm horrible at editing. I don't have the patience, and that's what it is. You have to, you really have to have the patience, and I don't, not anymore. You're still in your PJs. Hey, Patty, how are your eyes? Work pajamas. The important thing, though, Patty, is are they Bigfoot pajamas? Yeah, how are your eyes, Patty? Aw, good to see you. Really good to see everyone on here. Aw. Oh, that's good to know, Patty. I worry. There's, like I said, I had been diagnosed with glaucoma, pre-glaucoma. When was it? About 15 years ago. Yes, Bigfoot PJs are the best. And so I went to an eye specialist, and he prescribed me these eye drops. Victoria, so good to see you. Well, I didn't need it because see, what happened was, the eye doctor, the eye specialist, prescribed some eye drops for me. But in the meantime, I had already gone to my holistic physician, and he told me to start taking a supplement. It's called 7 Flowers. And so I did. I took the 7 flowers and kept taking them. And every time I would go to the eye doctor, he would comment, "Oh, your eyes are doing better. That prescription must be doing good." And I kept telling him, "No, doctor, I did not fill your prescription. I threw it in the garbage. I'm already taking 7 flowers." Well, he would just poo-poo and put down supplements, natural supplements, not a chemical that you put into your body. But he was making fun of it. And finally, he was commenting, on these visits. "Oh, your eyes are doing so much better. The pressures are down." And, he said, "Oh, that prescription's doing you well." And I told him, I said, "Again, doctor, I keep telling you, as soon as you handed me that piece of paper with the prescription on it, as soon as I headed out the door, I crumpled it up and I threw it in the trash. I do not put chemicals into my body." And so I said, "It's a 7 flowers." And I haven't had any problems since. I'm not taking 7 flowers anymore. I'm not having any problems at all. And doing well. Yeah, sometimes yes. It's the natural stuff that doesn't harm your body. You put chemicals into your body, well, then you have to take something else to offset the side effects from this chemical that's doing that to you, and then take another prescription chemical that will offset the side effects and this and that and so on and so forth. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's so much that you can do. Yeah, Patty, blood pressure medicine. Yeah, that'll bring the pressures down also. And in the meantime, if it doesn't work quickly enough, like I said, go on. I think they sell it on Amazon. If not, I can look it up for you, or else I can give you the phone number of my holistic physician, and they can mail you some. Victoria, I'm so glad you stopped by, and tell your hubby I said hi, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, thyroid pills, but you've gained weight. Talk to your doctor about iodine, taking some iodine tablets, if they'll work. Yeah, you never know. But now, Dave, you left us hanging with your story, and I don't know, did you do that deliberately? No, I know you didn't. I know you were having problems with your son's Wi-Fi, and maybe you'll finish telling your story on your next. Let's see, what is your channel called? Old Line Cryptids. Yeah, it's a YouTube channel, Old Line Cryptids. And hopefully Dave will finish telling his story on Old Line Cryptids. If not, we'll drag him on next week. And he can finish it then. Yeah, next week we're also supposed to have another guest, Terry Ronzio. Terry. Okay, you think they're having you back? Well, good, Dave. But yeah, next week is Terry Ronzio. We've had him on before. Okay. Yeah, Old Line Cryptids. Oh, okay. All right, Dave, you're on. Doggone, what are you on? You're on Woodwalkers. Dave is your new guest host. Okay. I can't keep track of you guys. I really can't. But yeah, when is your next show, Jeff? Your next podcast. And any of you guys, throw the link for your channel here in the comments. Yeah, Terry is excellent, isn't he, Diane? Okay, Tuesday. Okay, but throw the link to your podcast here in the comments. Yeah, Terry Ronzio. He is from Greene County. He is the ADHD historian. He's on Facebook. He used to have a really big blog, I guess you would call it. And I can't remember what his blog was called, but he'll talk about it. He talks about history in Western Pennsylvania as well as cryptids. He has had quite a few different experiences with some really strange cryptids that, a few of them I've never heard of. And last time we had him on, he gave some fascinating information, but I am having him on to talk about something specific. And let me scroll back and see what was it that I wanted him to talk about. Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves again. You see how organized I am? Okay, that's not it. All right. Yeah, that's not it either. Cryptids of PA. That wasn't it either. Well, anyway. Yeah, Terry Ronzio will be on. I'm trying to remember what it was I wanted him to talk about. What happened to the other guy who swears a lot? Well, I don't know. Would that be yeah, it's just Jeff and Jerry now on their podcast, Old Line Cryptids, and they're out of Maryland. So if you have any stories or interest in cryptids in the state of Maryland, or even just over the line up here in Pennsylvania or Virginia, West Virginia, because it borders Pennsylvania, Virginia, West Virginia. And, so if you have any stories, oh, there goes some deer. Oh, a couple of them. Boy, it's a mother and looks like the twin fawns. I had seen them the other day up in the field. So cute. Yeah, the one evening. Oh, there goes the mother. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's so big, and the two ones are so cute. But yeah, they're just running straight across, and I wish you guys could see it, but unfortunately you can't. But they're running straight across my yard, running across the road, and then up into the field across the road where I saw the Bigfoot back in 2017. right along that tree line, just across the road. And yeah, in my book, if you're not familiar with my book, I talk about all 5 of my sightings and talk about quite a few of my other adventures, where encounters with Bigfoot. And I don't know, do I talk about my ghost adventures also? I can't remember if I included that in there or not. If not, it'll be in the next book. Because yes, I'm still working on the next book. My adventures are still ongoing. They don't stop. And heck, as long as I'm out here, Bigfooting and being out there where I have the potential to see Bigfoot or have an encounter, I document it, and I'll be including it in the next book. And like I said, as long as I can share it, I'll be sharing it. Okay, Jeff. Yeah, just go to your Old Line Cryptids YouTube channel, and all the way at the very top of the page where you type in the address, just click on where the web address is, or even there's 3 dots, upper right hand corner of the page. Click on the 3 dots, and that'll give you a link to share, and it'll say copy, and you can copy it from there and paste it here in the comments. Yeah, I don't know how well I'll be able to share it on here. It's a little bit more complicated for me to do it on here, especially since, a lot of this podcast I've been otherwise engaged, and you guys are just talking amongst yourselves. So a little bit awkward. But okay, let's see, what else can we talk about? Any other questions, guys? Because otherwise, there was a interesting little conversation going on in the group. Jerry's here. Yeah, Jerry is the tech guy. You're just a redneck. Well, Jeff, I'm a high-tech redneck up to a point. Up to a point. I can work. I've been working on computers. I had gone to classes for programming way back in the ancient days. And holy crap. All right, guys, any questions? Okay. Thank you, Nightmare, to the rescue. Ever read William Taylor's book about Bigfoot in New Jersey burbs? Unfortunately, no. I have not read that. Has anyone else here? Probably Steve and Shelley Stetzer in New Jersey. They probably have. See, I'm based here in Pennsylvania, although we do quite a bit of research in neighboring states and even not quite so neighboring states. We go down into Kentucky and Tennessee. I've done quite a bit of research out in Oklahoma. And hey, there's no issue with loving your state, and being proud of your state. I don't blame you. Um, there's I've never, well, the bits and pieces of New Jersey that I've gone to um, were unfortunately city, and that was just, but I've seen so many photos and videos that New Jersey, it's a beautiful state. I would love to go through the Pinewood Barrens and the cranberry bogs. That just fascinates me, primarily because, water. Um, there Bigfoot would be. He'd be, there's food and food hanging around there, probably plenty of deer, and then the predators hanging around because the deer are there and other prey. So yeah, Bigfoot will be there. Dave, no. Well, I have been on a documentary. I've been on a series of documentaries. I have been on TV shows. I have been on TV news. I've been in the newspaper, not just Pennsylvania, but I've been out in the Chicago, what was it, the Chicago Times. But no, I am not. They had to really coax me and talk me into it and beg me to get on the documentary that I was on. I was on Small Town Monsters, the Ridge series. And that's talking about the Chestnut Ridge of Pennsylvania. And but yeah, it's a series of videos about the Chestnut Ridge area. Sorry, I'm distracted every time. It seems like I say a lot, and I'm sorry. I just get distracted by the conversation, by the chat. Oh, I'm getting dry. Oh, I don't blame you, Nightmare. Nightmare, what is your real name? I don't mind calling you Nightmare, but I like to call people by their real names. Matt. Okay, thank you, Matt. I'm going to write that down because I keep a little running list here. I have about 5 different notebooks I keep handy, keeping different notes for different purposes. Yeah, New Jersey, it fascinates me. It really does. The parts about it, it's, like I said, the cranberry bogs in particular. I'm sure that would be horribly humid right around this time of year, and mosquito heaven. But yeah, I bet you go there in the fall or early spring, and that would be booger heaven. It really would. Okay, you do a show with your brother Greg. You are Nightmare. That's cool. Yeah, it's do you do I think you introduced yourself earlier that you do mysteries, paranormal, and so on. Hey, yes. Oh, Gettysburg. Oh my, what a time of year to go to Gettysburg. And if you're into the paranormal, yeah, for the anniversary weekend, I bet you it was crazy. Probably crowds were crazy huge. Um, but yeah, you go to Round Top and then all the different taverns and everything. I love Gettysburg. I love going there. Such a beautiful area, as well as it's Bigfoot active also around there. Jersey is great. Politics terrible. I can agree with you with everything that I see and hear. Yeah. Nightmare wants to hunt Bigfoot. Yes. So yeah, we're going to try to hook up Nightmare with the Stetzers out in New Jersey, and then hopefully they'll be able to come along with us to our camp out in September. Yeah, make sure Nightmare. If it doesn't get bumped up in the group in Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project, remind me, or just ask on the group when the next camp out is. I know Tara is, and offhand, I can't remember. Got my phone right here, so that's what we'll do. I will get on my calendar because it's easy enough to do. I've been spending enough time digging around. So here it is. Okay, September 18 through the 22nd at Tracy Ridge Campground. That is near Bradford, Pennsylvania, right along the New York-Pennsylvania state line. Fantastic, active area. We were there last year, and everyone who came, it was interesting. I can tell you that it was interesting. Some people were scared out of their wits. Some people went home because they got hit with infrasound and they got sick. And some, a gentleman, by the last night, there was just another gentleman and myself who were there. And, the side of my van just got smacked during the night, and that's about all that, the Bigfoot did to harass me. And it's like, come on. And then, but then the other gentleman, he got it bad. He had done a no, and I chewed him out about it. And he knows better now. But what happened was we were all sitting around the campfire, and we knew that there was Bigfoot around the area because Tara and Levon, and I can't remember who else. Tara and Levon, they had gone. Yeah, Larry, thank you. They had gone down over the hill to. I'm going to have to ignore the chat because I'm just getting distracted. They had gone down over the hill to explore because I had specifically chosen that campsite. I'd driven around the campground. It was first come, first served, and driven around. Spotted these two campsites, and pulled in, and I said, "This is it. This is a good area." And so most of the group camped out in the campsite next to mine, and Larry, he was on the other side. So there were three campsites together, and Levon and Tara were sharing the middle one, and but the afternoon, there was myself, Levon, Tara, Larry, and then we had a guest speaker come. He and his brother were there and talking to us about Bigfoot in the area. And so we're just sitting there around the campfire, and I was situated so that I could pay attention to the speaker, but out the side of my eye, I was also paying attention to what was going on in the woods, where I could see, movement, so I knew there was something down there. Well, all of a sudden, Larry jumped up, ran into the woods after it. And it's like, okay, gee, thanks, Larry. So Larry came back, he said, oh, it got away. And I said, well, yeah. He ain't gonna stick around to say hi, shake your hand, but Larry's a good guy. He's very enthusiastic. He was still learning last year, and he just let his excitement get away. And so we're sitting there, and then during the evening, after our guest speaker had already left, both Tara and Levon started to feel sick. And they had gotten hit with infrasound, because they were both just feeling nauseous. It wasn't from food. It was, they got hit. They got zapped. And I was okay, because I hadn't gone down in the woods. I can't hike anymore. But then, so Tara said, I'm going to have to pack up and go home. And so she packed up. Levon, she and her husband, they packed up and they all left. So that left Larry and myself with the big campsite in between us empty. And so I went to bed in my van. Larry went to bed in his tent. He said, sometime during the night, he woke up. I think he said it was around 5 a.m. He woke up to a big stink, something, he could smell that, that very distinctive Bigfoot BO. It's a mixture of poop, pee, boys' locker room times 100, blood and guts. It's just a horrible smell. It really is. It's a horrible smell. And in addition to that, he was feeling sick, just very sick, but he couldn't do anything. And and this went on for hours. And I can't remember if anything else, if he could hear footsteps coming up around it. Don't take me at my word, because, this is his story to tell. And I've heard so many other people's stories that I don't want to get details wrong. But the thing is, finally, the smell went away. And how can they stand there and smell? God knows. I really don't know. So I think, like I said, sometime during the night, something smacked the side of my van, and that's all he did to me. I didn't get hit with infrasound. And so I guess I was okay. He just smacked the side of my van and went over to bug Larry. I woke up around 6 a.m. It was like, I just want to get home. I'm tired. And so I just packed up and I went on home. And unfortunately, I should have stuck around, to check on Larry, but I didn't. I just wanted to go home. But I heard from Larry later, and he told me about what happened. It literally took him 3 days to recover. He said he slept. He had a migraine, and he felt sick for 3 days solid. And that's how bad infrasound can affect you. And it affects different people in different ways. And, I've gotten hit with it, many times. And, sometimes the effect is different. I've had migraines from it. I felt dizzy. I felt nauseous. And other times, I've felt an extreme sense of terror, just inexplicable, for no reason, just walking into a nice area and just feeling, bam, danger, extreme danger and terror. And it's like, holy crap, and then, so what else can you do whenever that happens? And anytime I get a warning of some type, 9 times out of 10, what I do is I just turn around and I walk away because I'm getting too close to them. I'm Patty. I certainly hope that they don't throw their poop. I really do. But yeah, and that's what happens whenever you get zapped. And on another time, I'll go into exactly what getting zapped is, what infrasound is. Infrasound is not paranormal. Infrasound is not, getting zapped. It's not paranormal. People who do ghost hunting experience it also. You can test for different things whenever you go Bigfooting. As a matter of fact, if you have an EMF detector, Nightmare, bring it along with you whenever you go Bigfooting, and try it. Test it out and see, if something comes up, because you never know. It's hit or miss. Let me see what else. But yeah. So if you can make it to Tracy Ridge Campout, September, whatever those dates were that I just said, September 18 through 22nd, Tracy Ridge Campground. That is near Bradford, Pennsylvania. It's the section that we go in. There's no electric. I don't think there's even toilets nearby. Up at the top of the hill, I think. But it's a nice campground, Bigfoot area, big time. That entire area, for around 100 miles around, is fantastic. Hands down, great Bigfooting area. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Nightmare or Matt. I'm going to have to, whenever I sign off, I'll go over to your channel and I'll subscribe. But you're welcome to, share the link for your show in the group in Pennsylvania Bigfoot Project. I encourage other podcasters. Hey, I don't care. I support people. Thank you, Nightmare. I do appreciate so much. I truly do. And hopefully, I want to get to that 2,000 mark. And whenever I get to that 2,000 mark, hey, Pat, you made it. Good to see you. Yeah, you're late. Joe, man, what the heck happened? Where were you two? Man, Pat and Joe, you guys fooling around again. Come on. Out there boogering. Or were you on Woodwalkers? Was Woodwalkers on? I tell you, Woodwalkers, I wish those guys would have a regular schedule, because I can never tell whenever they're on, and whenever their podcast comes on, it's like, holy crap, you can't keep up with it, but those guys are fantastic. It's a channel another channel that I highly recommend, Woodwalkers, WOODWALKERZ, all one word. So subscribe to that one. Great bunch of guys from Virginia and Alabama. I think most of them are Virginia and Alabama. And Pat and Joe, Blue-Eyed Northern, and Joe Parker, they're from Louisiana. And another great Bigfooting state. You were out running errands. Yeah, good excuse. Right. Huh. All right, guys, raise your hand. Who all here has a garden? I have to talk about this. I really do. I'm going to skew off, and Matt, expect the unexpected with my channel. We talk about just about everything, and we'll talk about gardening and cooking also. So, but who has a garden? My garden, I've got raised garden beds, and this year I've been trying some new things, and I planted a bunch of different types of spinach, some Swiss chard, and radishes. My radishes are coming up. Oh, wonderful. The Swiss chard, wonderful. The spinach, crazy. Problem is, Japanese beetles really love my spinach, and I didn't get to spray them in time. So the Japanese beetles, they got just about all my spinach. I'm so upset, because I had 3 different types of spinach in there, including blue spinach. I'm so looking forward to seeing that. But today I picked some Swiss chard and a couple radishes, because I was craving some greens. So I chopped up the Swiss chard and chopped up the radish greens and the radishes, and along with some green onions and a little bit of bacon grease, melted bacon grease, and a little bit of garlic, some red pepper flakes, and kind of fried it up, wilted down the greens and softened up the radishes. I just sliced them up thin, and turned out so good. I mixed it in. And oh, so good. So good. I had that along with a hamburger for dinner. Yeah, it was. It really was, Pat. Yeah. Well, Patty, around here, I don't think it rained this morning around here. You're a bit further north from me. Well, yeah. Patty, you would think, but I love the baby spinach, the raw spinach, in salads. I use it instead of lettuce on my sandwiches. It's so much better for you, for one thing, and it tastes good. And a lot of recipes, what I'll do, I shop at Aldi's a lot. I love Aldi's. And they have risotto. It's flavored risotto with garlic and different flavors. It's a package. And I'll make a package of that. And then whenever it's done cooking, I'll get a handful of baby spinach and I'll stir it in with the risotto. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, my husband, he'll look at the green and he'll just roll his eyes, but he eats it. We had all kinds of dark clouds and the heavy, it was so windy just this evening, but no rain. So those storms hit, I guess, further east to us. So prayers going out for you guys to the east of from central Pennsylvania into east, and then New Jersey, you guys too. Although I think the storm is tracking to the north, so it'll go up into New York State. So Patty, Tara, it probably already is hitting or has hit Tara. Yeah, we did. You sent that hurricane up to us. All the hurricanes, they'll travel up the Mississippi Valley, River Valley, and up the Ohio River Valley and on up. Well, you're from Ohio. But gee, thanks for sending it up here. But there's a lot of flooding. A friend of mine out in Michigan was showing us photos of all the flooding going on out there. It's nasty. So prayers going out to everyone getting affected by these storms. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, things seem to be winding down, and we talked about gardening, we talked about cooking and recipes, we talked about ghosts and UFOs and Bigfoot. I tell you, it's been a pretty good show, huh? But I'm so glad that we got Matt, that we have new members. I appreciate you coming on and everyone else joining us. And I do appreciate it so much. You have no idea. Yeah, it's done already, but yeah, it's winding down. I think I'm just about run out and my voice is leaving me. Oh, I appreciate it, Pat and Matt. Yeah, every Wednesday evening, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And, barring any power failures, which has happened, but we'll be here. Tomorrow evening, I'm going to be recording a show with Victoria, and her program, let me scroll up, is not so something. I can never remember her show. I was just reading too much. I was on the screen and reading too much today, and my eyes are just, there we go. Not So Perfect Bigfoot Show. I will be recording tomorrow evening with Victoria for the Not So Perfect Bigfoot show. That's another one to subscribe to. Thank you, Pat. And so, Matt, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. And I thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you next week, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And have a great evening. And God bless. Monkey Wench out.